make a nigga lose your vertebrae on. Southside nigga murder everything on. Shots fire, make a nigga run, man.
What's good, y'all? It's me, L, back with another one. Bridging the gap, niggas. So, I knew that nigga was lying. I knew his ass was lying. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I'm telling you. Yo, I found out not only there were two Nigerian guys that were involved, not MAGA guys, and they were on Empire, previously on Empire. So, after hearing all this bullshit that's going on, come to find out, he's going to get cut from Empire. So more than likely to me, he did this to try to save his ass to get sympathy so he can stay. I don't know. Or it could be something where Lee Daniels set it up. But that's a whole nother story. That's a theory. That's not a fact, but the entertainment industry is some shit, all right? I'm sure Empire ratings went down a lot, okay? So, because it's bullshit. It's bullshit now in comparison to the first few seasons. But yeah, I just had to come back because I was watching Choice. Shout out to Choice TV, and he was reacting to clips of the interview. I didn't see the interview, so it was a clip that had me dying. I was like, yo, I gotta see it about the subway shit. So I'm gonna react to it. I want to see what the fuck he says. I'm sure it's 16 minutes. Do I feel like wasting 16 minutes of my life to this? Yes, my hair's fucked up. I just woke up not too long ago, okay? This is what happens when you're on your day off. You know, everybody else has to work. You just don't give a fuck until you have to go to fucking work. So I don't give a fuck. Okay? Alright. Okay. So, let's get to this thing. I may play the whole thing. It depends on my tolerance level.
I'm Robin Roberts in New York. Musician and actor Jussie Smollett sat down with me for his first interview since that night in Chicago. Smollett told me how he's doing now and responds to those who doubt his account.
I'm pissed off.
So?
What is it that has you so angry? Is it the attackers?
It's the attackers, but it's also the attacks. It's like, you know,
oh my God! You know when someone's like fake
listen,
crying
the truth,
to get their way,
then
it just looks like
that's
that.
it, because it's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Then it became a thing of like, oh, how can you doubt that? Like, how do you not believe that? It's the truth. And then it became a thing of like,
just because you say it's the truth doesn't mean it's the truth.
It's not necessarily that you don't believe that this is the truth. You don't even want to see.
No.
The truth.
It's
no
one believes you because it sounds like bullshit.
Who's like my uncle,
all right,
and he's also my creative director, and he picked me up, and then we got back to the apartment. There was no food, and so I went out to Walgreens thinking that they were 24 hours and to have a smoke. Walgreens was closed, so I called him up and I said, hey, I'm going to run to Subway, which was across the street, and I'm going to get a salad. Do you want anything? I went to the Subway and got the order. During that time, I texted my manager thinking that he was still in Australia because he was on an Australian tour with one of his other clients. Mm-hmm. And I said, yo, call me when you can. He called me immediately. And while he was on the phone, I heard, as I was crossing the intersection, I heard
White lips
Empire.
alert. White lips alert. White lips alert.
My answer to Empire.
Lips alert.
My name ain't Empire. And I didn't answer. I kept walking, and then I heard Empire. So I turned around and I said, did you just say to me? I mean, I see the attacker masked. And he said, this MAGA country punches me right in the face. So I punched his ass back. And then we started tussling. You know, it was very icy. And we ended up tussling by the stairs. Fighting. There was a second person involved who was kicking me in my back. And then it just stopped. And they ran off. And I saw where they ran. And the phone was in my pocket, but it had fallen out. And it was sitting there. And my manager was still on the phone. So I picked up the phone and I said, Brandon. And he's like, what's going on? And I said, I was just jumped. And then I looked down and I see that there's a rope around my neck, which I hadn't.
You hadn't noticed it before?
No,
you didn't
because
see?
It was so fast. You know what I'm saying? It was so fast.
How long did this all
It felt
take?
like minutes, but it probably was like 30 seconds, honestly. I can't tell you, honestly. I noticed the rope around my neck and I started screaming. And I said, there's a rope around my neck.
Did you get any kind of description of the attack?
I gave a body description, and I
Now,
did it
if
because I saw
now
this.
this is
But-
if
and, you know,
this is
whatever,
factual
whatever,
that
but I didn't
he
see. I can't
paid
tell you
these
what color their
people
eyes were. I can't
to
tell you.
do
And I did
this.
not see anything except the second person I saw
Like,
running away, and the first person, I saw.
that's some crazy fucking shit.
Saw his
Why?
stature.
Why? Question
Gave
is
the
why.
description as best as
I
I
don't give a fuck.
could. You have to understand
the
also
fact
that
that
it's
he
Chicago
did it. Like,
in winter.
oh, I do give a fuck. It's like, why would you waste
People can wear ski masks,
people's
and nobody's going
time
to question that.
investigating
The
into
police have gone
something
through a lot of
that you set
video,
up?
and they were
That's
able to
one.
capture an
Two,
image of two people
why?
of interest. Have you seen that image?
Why would you do
And
something like that?
do you
Something
believe that they could
had
possibly be
had
the
to make
attackers?
him do
I do.
something this
What is it about
desperate. Something.
their size or what?
We may
why
not
do you
ever
feel
know,
that they could possibly
but
be?
something made him
Because
do
I was
this
there.
out of
For
desperation.
me, when that was released, I
And
was like,
from what I hear so
okay,
far is
we're getting
that
somewhere.
he's gonna get
I
cut
don't
off of
have any
Empire. But why would you
doubt
do
in
this
my
to
mind
get this to
that
stay on Empire? Why don't you leave like
that's
everybody
them.
else? Boo Boo Kitty left.
Never did.
Why did you
What's
hesitate
her
to
name?
want
The
to
white
call the
Joan,
police?
she
You
left.
know, there's a level
Like a lot of
pride
people
there.
left.
We
Just
live in
take
a
it on the chin
society
and
where,
leave and keep pushing. You're a talented person.
as a gay
I
man,
just don't like your character
you're
on there.
considered somehow to be weak. And I'm not weak. I am not weak.
You are for
And
doing
we
this shit.
as a people are not weak. So, I can accept that there was pride there. There's also privacy. At the end of the day, look what has happened.
Lips
Look what
lit.
has happened. So, I'm glad that Frank called the police. I'm glad
Y'all
that
got
we reported it.
what up on my chest.
During
Look.
that time before they came, it took them about maybe half hour to come. And during that time, I was looking at myself, just like
God,
checking myself out. I saw the bruise on my neck, like the little
At least it cures
the
my
rope
whips
burn
for the time
around my
being.
neck. And then I
Yes.
smelled bleach. I know the smell of bleach. And I saw on my sweatshirt, it had marks on it, like spots on it, when you have a bad bleach job. So then I was like, there's bleach on me too. So when the police came, I kept the clothes on. I
And now look
kept
at my spot.
the rope.
So you had the rope on the entire
I mean, it
time.
wasn't like wrapped around, but yeah, it was around because I wanted them to see. I wanted them to see what this was. I told them what happened, everything.
Wait.
I also asked them to turn their body cams off because they were trying to stay in the hallway. And I was like, please just come in. Like, I don't want a big scene with my neighbors and with like the second round of police officers. I went down to where it happened and I walked them through exactly what happened. And I looked
You
up
kept
and
the
I
noose
saw that
around
there was
your
a
neck the
camera
entire time.
directly on the light post that is in the intersection. So I'm like, there it is.
A potential break in the case that would eventually fall apart days later.
Right.
And then the detective told me that the camera inside of the casing was facing north. So they did it.
I like her commentary.
And
That was like
that was
slight
disappointing.
shade.
The vast majority of people have been supportive and loving and understanding. And then as time has gone on, and that there's
She's
no-
even questioning him. She's like,
it's 2:00 in the morning.
Right.
You're going to Subway.
right.
Sub-Zero.
Subway is open 24 hours. Like, people kill me when they say things like that because it's like Subway is open 24 hours for a reason. So that when you're hungry at night and you ain't got no food, you go to Subway. The camera facing north. How is that my issue? It feels
You ain't got
like
no food. You ain't got no food.
if I had said
You ain't got no food. Go to Subway. They
It was
open
a
24
Muslim.
hours.
or
It's a
Mexican
nice slogan.
or someone black, I feel like the doubters would have supported me a lot more. And that says a lot about the place that we are in our country right now.
Wait, hold
The
up.
fact
You're
that we have
saying
these
that if you was a
fear
different ethnicity,
These people that are trying
that you
to
would have got more
separate
support?
us.
No, you wouldn't have,
And-
nigga. See, this is the thinking
It's
of
just not
Hollywood.
okay.
Y'all are so
It's
out
just
of
not
touch.
okay. And for all of
It
the people
kills me.
the next
It kills
time
me. It makes me laugh.
that you see someone report something, maybe well after the fact that it happened.
Dude, whether you was black or Mexican,
And you
if
say
he
to
was
them,
any other race, if the
"Well, why are you
story
waiting till
don't
now?"
add up, the
Just
story
remember
don't
that mine
fucking
was
add
reported right
up.
away.
It has nothing to do
And
with
look what
what
has
if you
happened.
was a different
The
race. You would have
phone.
got more attention. Tell him, Spotty.
When did you?
Tell him.
Because as you said,
Just
it was
saying.
an accurate
Just saying.
account
Like, just some fucking bullshit.
of the timeline.
She don't believe him
Valuable
either.
information.
All right, she
When
just
did
sitting
you
there. She's
make
like, I'm here to get a
that
check.
information available
They
to
told me I had to come.
the police?
We had to give the phone records, which they didn't originally ask for my phone records. They asked for my phone. They wanted me to give my phone to the tech for 3 to 4 hours. I'm sorry.
For 3 to 4 hours.
But I'm not going to do that.
Why?
Because I have private pictures and videos and numbers, my partner's number, my family's number, my castmates' number, my friends' numbers, my private emails, my private songs, my private voice memos. I don't know what that's going to be to hand over my phone
Right.
for. And honestly, by then,
But you
inaccurate
still should fucking
false
sit down on
statements
your
had already
phone.
been put out there.
Because they like, do you
Earlier
want to
this week,
see?
he submitted phone records from within an hour of the incident. But Chicago police said they were limited and heavily redacted, adding they need additional information to corroborate the investigative timeline. His attorneys tell us they are willing to cooperate. Smollett also says he has been troubled by inaccurate claims. What other ones had you heard that were inaccurate?
That I had said that they were wearing MAGA hats. I never said that. I didn't need to add anything like that.
Okay.
They called me a. They called me a. There's no which way you cut it. I don't need some.
All right.
MAGA
So
hat
that at
as
least
the
that was
cherry on
correct.
top of some racist Sunday.
Right.
I heard that it was a date gone bad, which I so resent that narrative. I'm not going to go out and get a tuna sandwich and a salad to meet somebody. That's ridiculous. And it's offensive. Yes, there's Grindr. Yes, there's Jacked. Yes, there's all of these things, which I have
He
not
knows.
been on in years. I
He
can admit that
knows.
I was on that back in the day. I was single. You know what I'm saying? But I have not been on that in years. But aside from that, it's offensive. And I absolutely resent that narrative because it's bull. It's
Yeah,
bull.
because the
And it's
truth
unfair.
is
It's
you
unfair
paid for
to the
these niggas to do
investigation.
it.
It's unfair.
But why?
I
Why would
hate
you
this
do
word,
that to
but
your
it's unfair to the
career?
victim.
What were your injuries? What were
They did x-rays. I didn't have, it was reported that I had like fractured ribs or cracked ribs or something like that. That wasn't true. I was just in a lot of pain. You know, my clavicle was messed up. My rib was bruised, but nothing was cracked. Like I walked into the hospital.
Right.
I walked out of the hospital.
Why do you think you were targeted?
I can just assume, I mean, I come really, really hard against 45. I come really, really hard against his administration. And I don't hold my tongue.
I want to ask you about Jussie Smollett.
I think that's horrible. It doesn't get worse, as far as I'm concerned.
Were you aware that he made that statement?
I saw it. I don't know what to say to that. You know, I appreciate him not brushing over it.
And there is no doubt in your mind what motivated this attack.
He
can only go
paid
off of
these
their
niggas
words.
to jump him.
I mean,
That's why he didn't
Who
have lots of
says
bruises.
empire?
Thank God I didn't
This
jump on
MAGA
his
country
motherfucking bandwagon because we were writing it.
Ties a noose
Everybody who was
around
right
your
out
neck
there
and
and took all the
puts bleach
hate.
on
I
you.
didn't take any hate.
And this is just a friendly
Yeah,
friend. I will
but-
never be the man
All
that
right,
this did
we
not
were
happen
right.
to.
We were right.
I am forever
I'm telling you,
changed.
my grandma,
And I don't
my
subscribe
family
to the
did not
idea
raise
that
me
everything
with
happens
this
for a reason,
mindset
but I
for
do subscribe to
motherfucking
the idea
nothing.
that we have
Question
the right
everything.
and the responsibility
Question
to
everything.
make something
Question
meaningful
everything.
out of the things that happen to us.
I thought I
good
was
and
going to
bad.
react to all this.
What do you feel
Well, it's
people need
11
to hear
minutes
the
in.
most
Oh, shit.
from this story?
I think that what people need to hear is just the truth. It's just the truth, because
Look, let's sleep in my
everybody
eye.
has their own idea. Some are healing
we
and
ain't
some are
gonna get the
hurtful.
truth.
But I just want young people, young members of the LGBTQ community,
Oh my God!
young
Really? Don't
black
mention us.
children,
Don't mention our
to
community.
know how strong that they are, to know
Yes,
the
they do.
power
Yes, they
that
do.
they hold in their little pinky.
It's been 2 weeks since that night left actor Jussie Smollett bruised but not broken, and he's still processing the raw emotions. Have you ever been threatened before?
Yeah. I get threatened all the time on Twitter and Instagram and DMs and things like that.
That's the risk you run with coming at fucking.
I'm a public figure.
Fucking Trump all the time. What the fuck you expect?
Very outspoken.
When you do that, you risk yourself to get
outspoken
to get it.
But it's who I am.
You're gonna come at 45.
So
hard. Pause.
I get the idea of pissing people off.
You run the risk of getting all that back.
In fact, the week before the attack, police confirm a letter was sent to the Fox studio in Chicago with threatening language and laced with powdery substance, likely Tylenol. Do you think there's a link between the letter and the attack? And you did mention it to the police right away about the letter.
Absolutely. Just because on the letter,
Tylenol.
A stick figure hanging from a tree with a gun pointing towards
I don't believe who did this note.
Jussie,
if he had the Nigerians do this, I'm done. This is bullshit.
In big red, like caps, MAGA. Did I make that up too?
And despite lack of video surveillance footage, Smollett wants to rewrite the narrative about that night, saying he fought back against his attackers and reported the incident after his creative director called 911.
He's supposed to be well-known requesting a report, and so the news was placed over the front stick.
I want that video found so bad because for probably 4 reasons. Number 1, I want them to find the people that did it. Number 2, I want them to stop being able to say alleged attack. Number 3, I want them to see that I fought back. And I want there's nothing on camera who might watch this to see that I fought back. And it does not take anything away from people that are not able to do that. But I fought back.
I don't know why I do this. I do this all the fucking time. Like, I'll curl my hair
to learn to fight. And I don't just mean like learn to fight.
Real nice, and then I'll be sitting here and I just pick it all. Like, I'll just take it all out.
Learn to be a fighter. I'm not advocating violence.
I don't know why.
At all. So let's be clear about that. If you're gonna die, fight until you do. Because if you don't fight, you have no chance. I have fought for love. I'm an advocate. I respect too much the people who I am now one of those people.
Her resting bitch face is everything. I love it.
You do such a disservice when you lie about things like this.
Right.
If the attackers are never found, how will you be able to heal?
Oh my God, this fake. I'm crying again. Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I only know fake crying because I know I used to do it as a kid, and when I was a step parent, I know my stepkids do that and try to get their way, and I'd be like, "Oh my God, like stop! You're embarrassing yourself." It's hilarious.
It just made me so angry because
I don't know if this is real. I don't know if he's acting.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know whether to feel sorry for him. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to feel. The only other way I can do is react. It's laughing. It's not laughing at his pain, but it's just laughing at the fact that it's ridiculous.
And possibly attack someone else, and I'm here to left with the aftermath of this bull. That's not cool to me.
So this is my theory.
That's not okay.
If this attack was real,
I understand how difficult
I would
it would be
someone
to find them
who created a show paid these brothers to attack them.
With everything that has happened, that there's something called justice.
My reason would be is if they used to fuck around and
it wasn't
moved on and was didn't like it and did this. That's one theory. That's if he's telling the truth. My second theory is he's getting kicked off of Empire. He had to save face because he's like, yeah, what the fuck am I gonna do? This is going to be a crazy moment in my life. So he paid this fucking 2 guys who used to be on there to attack him, spin this fucking story, and call it a day. Okay? Those are my 2 theories. They could be true. They may not be true. Alright? But thank you for watching. Thank you for seeing me in this early wake up mode. But what else is fucking new? Alright? Just had to react to that. I can't. That interview was hilarious. Would it be cringeworthy? But I say it's cringeworthy. I wouldn't say it's cringeworthy. He's just. We'll just see how this shit goes. But I knew he was lying. I knew he was lying. Yeah, My theory is he's lying. Second one is he's not. That someone paid these guys from Empire. Who else would? If these motherfuckers were extras from Empire, who else would fucking hire them other than the man in charge? Alright? That's my shit. Okay? Whether it is true. Because even when he did his response, someone out, Jussie, I just heard what happened, and we love you, and da-da-da. I'm like, that shit sound like acting itself. It wasn't believable. So, that's my second theory. Lee has something to do with it. It is what it is. I could be wrong. I could be fucking wrong. But I can be right. I was already right once. One for two. I just need the second thing to come around. But whatever. I'm getting off this with this white whip spots, fucking edges, fucking bleach, fucking Empire. Oh, God, shit, whatever. Thank you for watching. I'm your host, L. On to the next one. What I always say, be yourself, be your motherfucker self. Fuck who? Fuck everyone else, nigga. I'm your host, L. I'm out.